Good morning. Good morning, students. Yes, all of you, good morning. Yes, this is standard 8. We are doing English period. So today we are reading here the poem Vocation written by Rabindranath Tagore. So Rabindranath Tagore was a famous poet and writer of our India at the time when India was under the British rule. So he wrote the poem, and his clear observation we can see here of the people. So how in those days the hawkers and the people used to work there, and what is our liking that we can see here. Sometimes we like a good profession to be a engineer, doctor, teacher, and sometimes our liking we see in some persons that they want to be a other things, gardener or a bangle seller, hawker or cook, because they think that these people enjoy most, but this is not the case. Each and every one of us have to work hard to attain the position. So here in this poem, vocation, in this poem, we get the idea of our famous occupation or interesting occupation which we desire in our life, which we like there. So that is there the vocation. So now here in this poem we are talking about vocation, that what we like in our life, can we become that, can we have that profession? And always we think that the others are happier than us. But when we see into their work, when we go through the work which they are doing, at that time we think that no, mine is better than those. So here, a child, what he is thinking, when the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our name. Yes, all the school children, when they are going to school, they think that our parents are very happy. They don't have to go to school and they don't have to complete the homework. Teacher don't scold them and they are very happy. They have to only cook the food. Mother has to cook the food. Father has to go to office and come back and earn money. In this way. So these school children, they have all these ideas in their mind. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane. So it is his school timing, that is 10 o'clock. So when the gong, that is a metal bell, is rung there in the morning, 10 o'clock, and I walk to school by our lane, and I go to school by our lane. So in those days, there were by schools were near, and by walking only the children used to go to school. So every day I meet the hawker crying, bangles, crystal bangles. So at that time, the hawkers, the sailors, raste pe jo bechne ke liye aate hain. So these are known as the hawkers. So these hawkers, they cry there, they shout, bangles, crystal bangles, shining bangles are there. In this way, he sees the hawkers. There is nothing to hurry him. There is no road he must take. So he thinks that this bangle seller, this hawker is far better than me. He has to go in a hurry wherever he wants, whenever he wants, he may go there. So he is not at all in a hurry. There is no road he must take and no particular road that he has to go to one place or other. No, he roams about in the streets. No place he must to go. And there is no compulsion that he has to go. Suppose the children, they have to go to school. So he has no compulsion where he has to go. No time when he must come home. And no particular time, he may go anytime, anywhere. Okay, so that is there. So he might be so happy than me. I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road crying bangles, crystal bangles. So what this child thinks? I wish that I would be like this bangle seller, only roaming on the road and crying and shouting. Crying means here shouting. Shouting bangle seller, bangles, and all those things. So this is all about the bangle seller. He thinks that he is not doing any hard work, but actually the bangle seller has to cover a lot of distance, and then few people purchase bangles from him, and this is his earning. Okay, he is working hard to earn some sort of money there. So that is, but what child thinks that he is very happy, he has no to go to school, there is nothing nowhere, and he has to get up in the morning in time or on time, he has to reach there. No particular destination, no particular place there to go, and it is not at all compulsory that he should go to the particular place there, so nothing there. So he is very much happy. When at 4 in the afternoon, I come back from the school. So it is the time now to come back from the school, that is the 4. Okay, in the 10, he goes to school in the morning, and in the 4, he comes back from the school. I can see through the gate that house, the gardener digging the ground. So what he sees through the gates of the house is again he is coming barefoot. So he is peeping here and there, looking here and there. So in one house he saw that gardener is digging the ground. So if you see the work of the gardener, he has to dig in the rains, in the sun, hot sun, in the winters also he has to work hard. So he saw that gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to task. Now listen here. Whatever he wants to do, he can do with his spade. जो काटने का हंसिया होता है. So that is known as the spade. He can do anything with his spade. He soils means he makes dirty all his clothes with the soil, and nobody takes him to task. Takes him to task means nobody is there to scold him. Okay, if I make my clothes dirty, then my mother, father, parents will shout on me. They will punish me. But here for the gardener, no one is there to scold. So he might be happy. If he gets baked in the sun or gets wet, so means that is if he is in the sun or he is becoming wet, in the rainy, so no one is there to scold him. But if I will be there wet in the rain, then my mother will scold, my father will scold, or I can't stay for a long time in the sun. No one will look to me, but my parents will scold me. So that is where he thinks this gardener, no one is there to take care. Okay, so he is very happy with the whatever work he is doing. I wish I were a gardener digging away at the garden with nobody to stop me from digging. So Abu can say, no, I should be the gardener. I will dig, and whatever the work I would like to do there, if I do it now and if I do it afterwards, doesn't matter. So no one will stop me from digging. No one will scold me. No one will ask me why you are doing in this way. No questioning. Nothing else. So I wish that I should be a gardener. Just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed. So that is in the dark in the evening. When my mother sends me to bed after completing the homework, taking the dinner, and then mother asks him to say, now you should go to the bed. It is the time to sleep. So you should not wait here. You should not waste your time now. You should sleep because you have to get up early in the morning. So this way the mother will send me to sleep. Now I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. So now what he sees the watchman. Now the third person he gets here is the watchman. He thinks only he has to move up and down. What is that work? The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamps stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. So he's saying the lane is dark because it is the night time now, and no one is there on the lane. It is lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head, and there is only a street light. Okay, the street light, the pole is so big, like a giant, a big thing there, and so it is taken one-eyed giant. So that is one red eye in its head. So that is like just a giant, which is referred from the Greek mythology. A character from the Greek mythology. I have taken this. So that is from the Odysseus. Okay. From Greek mythology, जैसे हमारे Mahabharata and Ramayana we have. So they also have the mythology, that is Odyssey and Iliad. So one of the characters, which is one-eyed, okay, giant, Rakshas jaisa. So that is there, and this has taken from that. Because the lamp street pole, that there is only one light over there. So the lane is dark and lonely, but there is only one street light there. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side. So what the watchman do? With his lantern moving here and there. And because of this lantern, he gets the shadow on the either side and never once go to bed in his life. So this watchman, he doesn't go to bed. So this is also the life very beautiful. I wish I were a watchman walking the street all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. Now we think, no, I should be the watchman because I will also chase. Chase means bhagna uske piche. Okay. So that is chasing the shadows means following. Okay. In an imaginary way, he will follow it and chasing the shadows with my lantern. I will go and I will walk the whole night. Here I don't want to sleep now, but my mother forces me to sleep. So it is the better duty of the watchman that I will walk whole night, move here and there, and I will also chase my shadow there. I will follow my shadows. So in this poem we have seen, so by Rabindranath Tagore, which is written here, that here the poet, as a little boy, he is there and he wants to be a bangle seller as well as a gardener as well as the watchman also, because he don't want to go to school. The school to him pretends to be very boring there. And so he says that these persons, they don't have to study and they get no scolding from anyone. So I wish that I can be among these three persons there. So when you were also small, so you were also thinking of the same thing, that others are very happy. They don't have to go to school. But I am not so happy because I am going to school. I have to do the school work. I have to do the homework. And if I miss anything, if I do wrong, then my parents will scold me. My teachers will scold me. In this way, the children, they don't like to go to school. So they want to become any other person. They don't know what the work they are doing. They don't understand that by their age. They don't understand. So here this case is taken as a school boy who might be of 6 to 10 years old. Okay, and he's thinking in this manner, instead of studies and all these things and mother's parents scolding and doing everything on time, getting up early for the homework, going to school, returning at the same time, and if a little bit late, then mother will ask me, why are you late today in the school? Okay, in this way, all this torturing is there from everywhere. He thinks so, but there is actually not in that manner. He thinks that others are happy, but these people, they are earning money. Okay, these people are working so hard and they get very little. So this is not the child's understanding. He only thinks that there is no need to study and no need of homework, no need of scolding, and so others' jobs are better than mine and I should be that person. So this is the poem about. So we have talked about Rabindranath Tagore. So he has observed very closely the life of the children, the life of the villagers, and we have seen he has taken all this, that is the psychology of a child. So he has the best knowledge about the psychology of a child, what the child might be thinking in that age. And here the bangles and the digging, the gardener there. So all these things are observed by him carefully, that in the evening he will see the gardener digging, and at the noon time the bangles are there. The ladies, after completing their work, they will be little bit free to have the bangles there. And in the night the watchman has his own duty. So in this way, all these are very much carefully observed by Rabindranath Tagore, and he has written this poem considering the psychology of the children. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about the question answers of this poem, and also we will do the poem appreciation. So try to write the poem appreciation by your own. So this time you can write it, name of the poem and name of the poet. Okay. And in the next you will see the rhyme scheme. Now listen here, the stanzas, they are not uniform. First stanza is of 4 lines, second stanza it is of 7 lines, and third stanza it is of 9 lines. In this way, the rhyme scheme, we cannot get it any proper. Okay, in free verse it is written without any rhyme scheme. Okay, so in free verse this poem is written. And figure of speech, if you see there, find out the figure of speech. Repetition of the words are there, alliteration is there, In the second stanza, you will see there is nothing to hurry him. So that is alliteration. Then in the last stanza, I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. Up and down means opposite words are used. So last time we have done that antithesis. Antithesis means opposite words are used in one single sentence. So you will find out here, watchman walking up and down, this is the antithesis there. And then in the last stanza, after two lines, the lane is dark and lonely and the street lamp stands like a giant. Means here it is simile. Like word is used and the street lamp is compared with a giant having one eye there. Okay, so that is there. So these types of figure of speech, then you may write the example of any one of the figure of speech. Then central idea. That is the psychology of the children. They don't want to study and they just dislike all these things and they want to be like other people who don't have to study. Means like the elders ones who don't have to study and he thinks so that they are happy. So psychology of the children is perfectly described in this poem. Now we will continue with the question answers tomorrow, children. Okay, bye.